Greetings, and welcome to another episode of 9 to 5 Nerds. What's the radio show called in
I don't know, but that's exactly what I thought of when you started talking like
Dan
that.
Castellaneta?
Yes.
What, in Airheads?
No. In
Parks
and Rec. Dan Castellaneta, the guy that does the voice for Homer, does this thing. He's like a really soulful voice as he's talking. It's like a really pretentious...
Is it one episode or is he recurring?
He's in like 3 or 4. It's not a lot.
Okay. Cool. I haven't seen him in anything in a decade.
He's got like little bit roles in TV shows that he's just there. He did one in How I Met Your Mother as well. And he did one in Friends. So, I mean, he has bit roles, but I mean, when you're getting paid $500,000 an episode to record Simpsons, you don't really need to do a lot more.
And
Hank Azaria has done more. I've seen him in 10 times as much, but then again, if you look at the rest of the cast, I guess Hank Azaria stands alone.
Probably.
Thoughts for your thoughts.
Was it Thoughts for Your Thoughts? There it is.
Yeah, and WVYS.
And he's like, Thoughts for Your Thoughts with so-and-so who's filling in for so-and-so who is doing this. It's just like really pretentious garbage. Anyways, I'm here. Robert. Katrina's here.
Hi.
Corey's here. And Anthony's here.
What's up?
We are going to have a Walking Dead discussion with 2 people that didn't watch the episode. So
we're going to get a fresh take on it.
So Katrina and I are going to talk about the episode. I wrote down all kinds of notes. I have all kinds of...
And we're going to give our opinion, our thumbs up or thumbs down.
I mean, if you would have let me come over and watch it, it would have been cool. But
that's
what?
Neither here nor there.
You didn't let him?
I told him. I said you could probably watch him while Katrina's home. I said, and you're like, no, I'll figure it out. I mean, I could read the conversation. I'm not going to do that. I only said you couldn't watch them while the boys were here because they can't see that.
But you also said you didn't think she'd be down. Sorry. Is what you said.
You said you'd take care of it. Actually, afterwards. Here, we'll go back to this.
Oh, shit.
We'll go back to this.
Katrina, did you say anything about this?
I had no idea this was part of a conversation.
Me neither.
I was not included. I had a parent-teacher conference this morning.
Did you talk about The Walking Dead at the conference?
No, I did not. I had a conference call with my boss in the morning.
That one you talked about.
I had 2 recorded statements today.
Damn.
I had a lot of shit I had to do.
That's rough.
Shit, the site I usually use to watch content is down. Can I watch them before the podcast at your place?
It doesn't have it on the AMC downloadable app?
We don't have cable, so you can't watch it.
You have internet, correct?
Yeah, but you can't just watch it off AMC. You have to put in your Cox information in order to watch it.
Or DirecTV information?
That's true. See? Yeah. This way, I didn't know that's how.
So I said maybe it may be tough because you can't watch them while the kids are awake. I can ask Katrina if you can watch them in the day, but she works from home. No worries, man. I'll try to find a way. Sorry. All good. I understand. I don't think Katrina will have a problem with it if you want to watch during the day sometimes. And then I said, I have a Fire Stick, but I haven't had anybody crack it for me. I torrent things from time to time, but I don't really like the idea of server-based pirating apps.
Exactly. Because I'm a good noodle, that's why.
Yeah. Well, it still said, I don't think Katrina will have a problem with it.
Yeah, okay. See, and this is a great example of how text messages can be misinterpreted.
So how did you interpret
How did you interpret, I don't think Katrina will have a problem with it?
I just interpreted it as like, hey,
Katrina might have a problem with it?
It's probably not a good time while she's working, so... Hey guys, my name's Anthony. I have bad social anxiety. I don't want to make anybody feel awkward or uncomfortable
Katrina,
with my presence.
How could you be so closed-minded?
Oh, I'm just a horrible person.
To do this.
It's okay. You didn't read the second book of my favorite series, so it's all good.
I haven't.
Yep.
I haven't been reading
anything.
We
could do all kinds of shit, dude. I asked you to read one comic book, and you took like 3 months. James asked you to read a fucking 10-novel fucking series, and you're like, okay.
Hey, I would still read Saga. I like Saga. It was really good.
Yeah, I know, but it took me like...
And I still have your nail biter.
Okay. That's good shit, too. Did you read that?
No.
No, see, there you go. See,
but I did read Ready Player One. It just took me like 5 years.
Good book, too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I liked the book more than the movie because there was more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But that's one of those ones that the movie was a lot of fun too. It's not like, oh, you're being pretentious because you said the book is so much better.
Yeah, no, I liked all the Rush references, man. There was so much other cool stuff.
There was a lot of good stuff, and I'm wondering if like some of the stuff they brought to more modern to bring in a bigger, because they had 80s stuff, but they had 90s stuff, and then they had stuff from more recent. So bring in more people.
Yeah,
I can.
Who doesn't like Back to the Future references?
Yeah. I let the boys watch that, and I was like, oh, there's not that much swearing. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, there's way more swearing than I remember. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm a bad parent.
Yeah, still okay. That's so, I mean, a few bad words. After that.
Parker knows them at this point because he's heard them. Yeah. Oliver's still, he's only 5. I mean, I probably shouldn't have let him watch that. But that's a thing you run when you have kids that are 2 ages. Like one kid's ready, one kid's not. How do you...
So player 1's ready, player 2's not?
Yeah, yeah. So it makes it kind of difficult because you basically push it. But this month, man, we have The Grinch this weekend that comes out, and then the following weekend is Grindelwald, and then the following weekend is Wreck-It Ralph 2. So it's like
back to back to back.
Yeah.
Apparently,
friendly.
Apparently, there's a big twist at the end of Fantastic Beasts.
That's exciting.
Also,
so I'll have to not look at anything when it comes out.
Yeah.
Before we get into Walking Dead, did you hear that Professor McGonagall is going to be in Fantastic Beasts?
Is she really?
Yeah.
Yay!
It's not played by Maggie Smith.
I would say the character, right?
Yeah, it's not played by Maggie Smith.
Obviously, she's not.
It's played
she looked like that in 1935.
Transfiguration,
when she was Wendy in Hook, she looked like she was older than when she was in...
Yeah, it was movie magic.
Yeah. Just like Palpatine.
That bastard, he killed my favorite Jedi.
Who?
Kit Fisto.
He went down like a bitch, though.
Yeah, he did.
I know. I liked him, too. He's the one he looked like a squid.
He comes from the water planet
but
with
I'm like,
green tentacles.
In the movies, he was nothing except a cool, like he smiled when he knocked over his
So you read a lot of books on him?
No, I just
Knights of the Old Republic?
No, I can't say that I have.
That's like the Boba Fett syndrome. It's like, oh, he was made, he looks cool. Boba Fett was made to sell toys almost. So it's like
everything was.
Also, I mean, how old was I when those movies came out? They were my favorite because I was little and he was cool.
Were you even born?
What?
No,
when we weren't born when Star Wars came
out.
out.
The prequels.
No, the prequels.
Okay. I'm like, wait.
As bad as Phantom Menace was, I fucking ate that shit up in 1997. That's fucking 10. But
I ran to the theaters with my mom.
Kit Fisto wasn't in that one.
You were 10?
Well, I mean, I was 87.
I was 15.
We were in 7th grade.
No, I was older than... Okay, no, the second one came out, I was 16.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, yeah. Because I saw the first one with my grandpa. I saw the second one with Eric. And I saw the third one with you. And your mom. And Brian.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
I remember when I first got the internet, going to like Wikipedia. Like that was like a treasure trove of just read like a Wikipedia page on a character that takes in all the expanded universe stuff. So like, oh, so basically that is Kit Fisto. Oh, here's his whole backstory and why he's on the council. You know, he has 2 seconds of screen time, but you find out so much cool stuff.
I used to go to Sega Sages.
What was that?
That's the original IGN.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to go to like oneup.com.
I wonder if you can still go to that.
That's defunct. But I remember reading it was
Sega.
Star Wars and Harry Potter stuff back because Harry Potter's like on the 4th movie, and I think on Wikipedia I read about Dumbledore.
If you type in Sega Sages, it takes you to IGN.com.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I used to go to Sega Sages in the library in high school.
There's so many defunct websites now that you just don't go to.
Oh, do you remember Funkoland?
No.
That was, or what, Babbage's?
No.
Those are all GameStops.
Do you guys remember LimeWire?
Yeah.
I remember Kazaa.
Kazaa, yep.
Yeah, that was the big one. No, the rest of this 45 minutes of this episode is going to be Walking Dead.
All right,
let's
spoilers.
just
I'm ready for it.
40 minutes.
Spoilers.
Where do you want to start?
The beginning.
Season
when
1?
he uses his belt?
Yeah, so you don't even know what happened. Neither one of you guys know what happened.
You told me second to last episode.
That he got impaled.
Now, Anthony...
Who got impaled?
This is
Rick
fresh.
Rick.
got impaled.
You may have to give an overview.
He got Joel'd.
Oh,
okay,
man.
so let's set the scene for Anthony since he has no idea what the hell's happening.
Yeah.
So Maggie's riding
Where's the last part you
to
watched?
Alexandria.
So the last part I seen was Maggie and Daryl walking to go talk to Negan or whatever. They're like, let's go talk to Negan. And
I think she said it's time to go talk to Negan.
Yeah, and then Anne or Jadis, whatever her name is, was talking to somebody on a walkie-talkie talking about how they need to be traded an A or a B or something like that, which I'm assuming based on the spoilerish stuff I've heard from the comics, she's referring to Alpha or Beta. My prediction, I'm just going to tell you my prediction before we start talking about all this. I was thinking that after she knocked out Gabriel, that, you know, we hear the rumors and stuff like that, that Andrews Lincoln's last episode is like this episode that was on Sunday. And I was like, what if he's not going to die? What if instead of what's-her-face trading Gabriel to those people, Rick is like, nah, you're going to take me instead of Gabriel, and like sacrifices himself to be traded to those people or whatever.
This is all going to be really anticlimactic, because we're just talking to you about it. When the episode was done so well.
It was really filmed really well.
Really well. So, before we get into that, this is also Maggie's last episode. So, she's no longer on the show.
She's done.
She died too?
No.
We didn't say that.
It's going to sound much more mellow talking about it than... What are you doing? You playing Pokemon?
No.
He's a big fat liar.
You got your top topics and subjects for
yes.
What are they?
Well, nothing we'll probably get to.
Okay.
At least I was looking at something interesting on my phone earlier.
Anyways, so it's the end of the previous episode. Rick's trying to leave this herd away from people on a horse, runs into another herd. Horse gets scared, throws him off, and throws him onto a piece of rebar that's like 3 feet long.
Ooh. So, yeah, he gets Joel.
He's impaled on a piece
So,
of
2
concrete.
herds are coming onto him. He takes off his belt, throws his belt on the top of a piece of rebar that's ahead of him, and pulls himself off of this, gets back on the horse, passes out on the horse. Current Rick starts talking to original Shane.
In a sheriff's car.
And John Bernthal is there. I mean, they're in a sheriff's car. They're talking about him getting shot. And he's talking about, what's great is Shane goes, so how's my daughter? And he goes, she has my eyes, doesn't he? And he's like, as long as she doesn't have your nose. Like they're joking back and forth about it, and then, you know, that goes on, and then he goes, wake up, and he wakes up, and there was a walker right by him. Episode goes on. Rick's going. He's trying to lead her away. And you saw them building the bridge, though, right?
Yeah.
So they're building this bridge. Passes out again, hallucinates, starts talking to Herschel. Scott Wilson is there. Rest in peace. He's passed away since.
Yeah.
Real heartfelt conversation.
Wait, he passed away since?
Yeah, he passed
Yes.
away like very recently.
I didn't even hear that.
Like
2
a
weeks
month
ago?
Yeah. I thought it was a
2,
month
3
ago.
maybe a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea what happened.
He
I
died.
think he died
He's
of
old.
cancer.
That's
That's what happens when you get old, man.
yeah. I mean, did he look like?
Speaking of that, the polyps in my stomach are benign.
Good.
Just as a heads up.
He look sickly?
No, not in the episode. You ever see somebody whose mouth gets old? Like they get old around the mouth. He looked different that way. Like
Really?
Like they didn't do
like
good
fucking
mouth
Mitch
makeup.
McConnell.
Was the episode dedicated to
fucking
him?
turtle? It was. I
Okay.
believe it was.
Good.
I think so.
And then he comes back and he starts leading him towards the bridge, thinking that, you know, okay, the bridge is going to give away when all these walkers walk over it. So he goes to the bridge, passes out again, and this time Sasha's talking to him.
Nice.
And I was hoping it'd be Carl or somebody, but I liked Sasha. But what was really cool is he's standing among all these dead people, which is a reference to the cover of issue 100. And it's like all the people from all the episodes are all dead on the ground. Kind of like the Avengers when Tony Stark sees them all dead.
Were there more people besides the ones he talked to?
Jesus, no, it's not all. It's everybody,
It's everybody.
that's ever been
Daryl's
in.
dead.
Daryl's dead.
Michonne's
Jesus is
dead.
He's hallucinating.
Okay.
And he's having these really good conversations with these people.
He's looking for his family.
And
And they keep telling him you're not going to
Yeah,
find him.
you're not going to find him. You're not going to find him. And finally he gets to the bridge and Michonne runs up and Daryl runs up and all these people are running up and they're fighting. He wakes back up again after having this like conversation with Michonne. Finally gets to the other side of the bridge and he's pouring blood. He's hallucinating. He's passing out and he's standing there and he's like, no, the bridge isn't giving away, which is like,
The bridge stood.
yeah, the bridge stood. He's been having this thing where he's trying to like bring everybody together, and the bridge was symbolizing them all working together to do this. And he was hoping it wouldn't hold, and then when it did hold, he's like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, I brought everybody together to do this great thing. So he's there, and there's walkers getting close to him, and he gives up. He's done. And an arrow comes, hits the first walker from way out west, and you see Daryl. Another walker's getting close to him, and there's there's all these walkers coming towards him, and Michonne and Maggie and all these people. There's a thing with Maggie in this too. That was a really good scene with Negan, and Maggie. They're all running to the opposite side of the bridge.
The cavalry's coming.
Yeah, to try to get the walkers from getting to Rick, and it's a huge herd, so it's not like they're going to be successful.
Get through. Yeah.
So the walkers are knocking all kinds of stuff off over the bridge, and they knock over some dynamite. And I don't know why. Thinking about it now, I don't know why there was dynamite there, but whatever.
It's convenient.
Oh, no Glenn? Did you say Glenn?
No Glenn.
They were doing blasts.
Oh, they were
and that's why they had the dynamite there.
Okay, so and Daryl's running out of bolts, and you see Rick bring up the gun, and you see Daryl start pouring tears, like the chin, like you really feel like because Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus are really close friends, and you felt like not only was Daryl saying goodbye to Rick, but I mean he's leaving the show, so it was like friends separating. So and he's like pouring tears, and he hits it. Dynamite blows up the bridge. Michonne's crying. Daryl's crying. Yeah, everybody's losing their shit. Rick's gone.
Yeah.
Zombies falling in the river.
Yeah,
and he kind of sacrificed himself to also save everybody else.
And he's like, "This is my family. I'm home," type of thing, which was really cool. The scene with Maggie was Maggie's been trying to get back to Alexandria to kill Negan
because she wants to feel better.
Michonne stops her at the cell because Negan's in a cell, and first of all, Michonne would just walk right through.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Maggie, if wanted, but she gives her the key and she goes in there, and Negan has his badass,
Negan face on.
I'm Mr. Big Dick, and eventually, like he's trying to get on her nerves and trying to get under her skin, and finally at the end of it, he's just begging her to kill him because he doesn't want to live like this anymore. And she realizes that Rick was right, that putting him in there and punishing him and making him be alone every day, he's in solitary basically every day, is worse than actually
just
taking his life. And I think long term, Negan's going to be the next big person on the show, kind of like Daryl. They're going to have to step up into these roles. But the big news is Andrew Lincoln is no longer on the show, but they are making a 3-movie series about Rick Grimes that's going to have a movie budget, but be on AMC. They're going to be awesome. Full-length feature movies starting production in 2019. He washes up on shore down the riverbed.
So we're going to go back to Anne or Jadis, whoever you want to call her. And you were talking about the A's and the B's. Well,
yeah. Which was my guess, too.
It's not referencing the Whisperers, which I can see why you would think so. But it lends to the fact that she's been trading people for goods and services.
Oh, okay.
So she's been on the walkie telling them that she's got an A, but she doesn't have anybody. She's just trying to get them to meet with her so she can get what she needs. And this is when Rick pulls up on shore, and the helicopter's coming to her.
She's there.
And she's there with a walkie, and she sees Rick, and she's like, I don't have an A, but I have a B.
I want to know what's an A then.
Right.
If Rick's a B.
Right. No kidding.
So he's saved, and it's him flying out, hallucinating, and
on a helicopter
with oxygen and stuff. So they're making a 3, and the reason he left is because 9 months out of the year, I didn't realize 9 months out of the year he's filming The Walking Dead.
Yeah. So this could be 3 months out of the year.
It's 2 months. They've already said it's going to be 2 months of filming, and there's no guarantee that he doesn't end up back on the show.
It could happen.
It could happen.
They could just give him
I had a
break.
feeling.
What if he ends up on the other show?
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
How come?
I don't think, because the ratings have dipped, but it's still one of the top 5 shows on TV. Like, it's still got 9 million plus viewers, and for any show, that's huge. And the ratings went up a bit for this, but can you imagine what the ratings are going to be if Rick's gone for a couple years and then he comes back? Like, I can't wait for Tony Stark and Steve Rogers to see each other again in Infinity Wars. That's like one of my things. Like, we talked about it when Game of Thrones big characters meet each other.
Yeah.
But not having Rick and Daryl see each other for like 3 years, being like brothers, or Michonne and Rick, or any of these, and him coming back 3 years later.
It's going to be super emotional.
If it happens. It's still not guaranteed.
If it does, I had a feeling that they were going to do something like that where he didn't die per se, and he was going to get taken away like by the helicopter or whatever. That was.
But we think about it this way: if you're taking time off your kids, 3 years, your kids will be a little older, 3-4 years, because they're in production. Maybe they come out, 3 consecutive years. But what else happened was, at the end of it, it shows a trailer for the next 3 episodes, and it's a group of people, including Dan Fogler, who's Jacob in Fantastic Beasts, coming up with a group of people, and they're killing zombies, and they're about to get surrounded, and you see zombies start dropping, and they run into the forest, and there's this little girl with a katana, a pistol, and a cowboy hat, and it says, "My name's Judith," and it's another time jump, and it goes through all these things, and like Carol's got like long hair.
She had the long hair. I seen that.
So it looks like they're saying that
because now they're going into the Whispers now.
Okay. Yeah, they even go
Two people are running.
What's the smart guy's name? Eugene hears like almost talking in between the herds, and he's like, they're evolving, and that's the Whispers are coming. And
Jesus and Aaron are talking because they're kind of like standing in a huddle and like walking around each other
in circles. And they're like, "Oh, we've never seen that before." It seems like they're trying to kind of rejuvenate the show, like jumpstart everything, and it looks really interesting. Like I didn't know how it would last without Rick, but it's really seeming.
This is the mid-season finale, right?
No,
there's still 2 more episodes.
There's 3. This was episode 5. They take a break at episode 8.
So you have an episode next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So there's 3 more episodes.
I thought you were going to say now you just can't wait for it to come back.
No,
now.
3 more episodes.
Okay. Well, dang, that's kind of a weird pacing thing.
I think it was just where I read a thing that said he wanted to go out on season 8. Maybe they talked him into doing 5 more episodes.
Okay, like we're gonna get a quick storyline out.
Yeah.
And kind of
wrap you up.
But it was a really good wrap up to Rick. And I mean, I hope they see him again, because I think it not only would it be big for ratings, but it would make for a cool story if it eventually got to come back. And in a personal way, they'd be able to let him spend more time with his family and come back down the road when he was ready, because the show's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
They said they have 10 more years of content for the Walking Dead universe, whether it's the main show or digital content or Fear the Walking Dead or whatever. Obviously, these 3 standalone movies.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Well, they're opening a whole new storyline with where's Rick going, you know, what's going on with Anne, who are those people and how do they get there?
Yeah.
So they didn't show Carl, Glenn, or his wife?
No.
I think that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, at the very least, I think Glenn...
It also could have been scheduling conflicts. Maybe not with Carl.
That sucks. I don't know about everybody else, but I thought that Glenn, whatever, what's that notion of the actor's name?
Stephen Yeun?
Yeah. That kind of put him on the map for... Yeah. I don't know if he's on the map
but the
anymore.
interactions weren't about the characters themselves. It was more about Rick.
Yeah.
And what was happening at that time. Because what I had told Robert yesterday was it kind of felt very Christmas Carol-y to me, with the ghosts of past, ghosts of present, and ghosts of future. Because when he's with, Shane, it's them in the past hanging out in a sheriff's car. And then when he goes and see Herschel, he kind of shows them like this nice landscape at a farm. And that's kind of what they're working on right then and there. And then the last one with Sasha, everybody was dead. And, in the end, everybody's going to die. So I thought it was just really great foreshadowing and a kind of throwback. But
it was a good episode. It was a really good episode. Really emotional, done really well.
It was really seamless, too. Like, it wasn't really disjointed when they changed from position to position regarding time and space.
It was sad. It was really sad to see him go.
What happened with Maggie?
She just bounced.
She's left?
Yeah.
Her big thing was that she wanted to kill Negan.
And everything's wrapped up. And she didn't have a closeout. It's just they left it. I have no idea.
That bitch.
Well, she was there at the end where Rick
when
blew
they
up.
were going to try to save Rick. Yeah.
So she was there. But I think her storyline is that she just couldn't live with herself knowing that Glenn's killer was still out there. And then when she realized that it wasn't really Negan anymore, it kind of dissolved for her.
Huh.
Like that person no longer exists.
I know that in the comics there's a group of people that stumble in and find Negan locked up, and they unlock him, and
he tries to trick them into unlocking him.
He doesn't end up leaving, but I'm wondering if that's what this new group's going to be, because they came in right under the wire for the Whispers as well.
Right.
And I'm wondering because in the comics, the Whisperers, they kill Ezekiel,
A lot of
they
people.
kill Rosita, they kill a lot of people. And now I'm like, with Rick gone,
Heads on stakes.
some of these people are gonna have to step up and fill time, like Aaron and Jesus and Ezekiel. I'm all about Ezekiel. He's dropped his little king act this season. He's just
I liked that a
him-
lot.
Even Jerry.
him and Carol are engaged.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the ratings on it. There's that article. But did you find out about the movie like right after the show? The
Yeah.
movies?
Well, I didn't click on anything until I watched it, but
Did they have it on The Talking Dead?
I don't watch The Talking Dead.
Nope.
So how did you find out about it?
There was an
There's
article.
links. There's
Yeah.
articles
Okay,
on it
is that
everywhere.
when they announced it then though?
I'm sure they did.
Because it was announced before.
No.
Episode premiere.
They couldn't do that.
Okay.
Obviously. And I heard there was some pretty good stuff on The Talking Dead, but I haven't watched The Talking Dead this season at all.
Is it weird to announce a 3-picture deal, like 3 movies out the gate before?
I don't think they care what the ratings are. They
You think are they filming like usually they only do that if they're filming back to back to back? But you said only 2 months.
I wonder if Kirkman is going to have a lot to do with the movies.
I bet you he
or
doesn't have
if,
anything.
You
No,
don't think so?
it's-
He
totally
might
new
sit
material.
he might sit in the writer room and give pointers, but I'm sure he'll be an executive producer because it's his
gotta
stuff.
be.
There's going to be
Yeah.
no basis for characters unless
But
they're going to the Commonwealth, which I don't see how they have helicopters.
he technically doesn't own any of the rights to The Walking Dead thematically. Is that right?
Theatrically?
Theatrically, thank you.
Does he have anything to do with
Footagely?
Telltale?
That's all Skybound. Yeah.
Okay.
And they saved that season. They haven't exactly, I don't think, said how they're doing it, but Skybound's finishing the Telltale.
Okay, they're going to put some team
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
It's good.
But he's anything comic-wise or Telltale, but it's all him. And he's signed a deal with Amazon, so no more AMC stuff will be coming from
or Cinemax.
Skybound or Cinemax. So he signed a deal with Amazon, but anything that has to do with the show is owned by AMC.
He's trying to deal with Amazon, but he's already auctioned off Invincible. Who's
Invincible
doing
is
that?
going to be on Amazon.
Was
First
it?
of all, there's going to be an animated show, and then there's going to be the movies with Universal.
Okay.
But any more shows that come out from Skybound or Kirkman are going to be through Amazon. Maybe not anything through Skybound because those people own the rights to the properties.
Oh, so not necessarily in every case.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I read Murder Falcon. Did you read it yet?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
No.
Was it
That's-
good?
Yeah, that's the guy that's from Extremity. He has
Oh, okay. This next one.
where a guy saves the world by shredding guitar.
That
Is
was
it-
really cool to see at the Insiders party.
Yeah,
I thought that was really neat.
Is it going to be another limited?
yeah, 8 issues.
Okay.
When we talked to him
Cool.
about Extremity, he said anything that he writes that drags on too long starts to dip in the middle. So he likes to do really short series.
That's good.
Which is cool, as long as he fleshes it out. But we can get onto that in a second. But yeah, it was sad to see him go. I mean, I've obviously been and always will be a big Rick Grimes fan, and I hope they pull off the movies well. And it's great that he still gets to play the character and he gets to spend more time with his family, which is I can understand.
Just
Very,
when you
very
thought he was
important.
out, he's going to be in movies. And
Yeah.
going right back in.
I'm sure he knew that. Like,
I'm sure he's making probably a good amount of money doing what he likes. I'm sure.
Did
Yeah.
you tear up at all when he blew himself up?
No.
Do you think I'm going to tear up a little bit?
No, because
No.
now you know.
you're more
Yeah.
upset about the reactions from the other characters.
Yeah.
When
it
I
was
see
watching
Norman Reedus,
Norman Reedus'
oh.
Wait,
face.
yeah, him or even Michonne, when you just see her like kind of realize what's happening,
Yeah.
she just loses it, and all the other girls are trying to hold it back because Maggie's already lost a husband, Carol lost her husband and her daughter, so they're trying to kind of keep a person under control,
Yeah.
and it's kind of interesting.
Even when Negan obliterates Stephen Yeun's dome in
Look.
that one episode, you see him.
That's how he
You
always
see
looks.
Norman Reedus
But look, he's
tear
all-
up, and you see
Yeah,
his
he's all
chin
crying.
go. Yeah, I teared up really bad when Negan kills Glenn, and you see Norman Reedus's face when he realizes that it was his fault in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Or when he sees Merle as a zombie for the first time.
yeah, oh,
And
I
he's like,
just
no,
my whole
he's just
body
like-
just got like tingly
pushing.
right
That's
now.
what they
Just-
should have brought back.
Merle.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
Abraham. There's a lot of people that lost on the way.
I think I saw Abraham in the pile of bodies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Well, there was
see
a lot of
Abraham.
people.
You see
Look-alike.
it's everybody.
Tyrese. and his hammer.
Yeah. They spoiled
probably
it.
the most underwhelming.
Yeah, he was so good in the
comic
comics.
to movie. Or
Yeah,
show
the guy that played
translation.
him was good. It just made him a little too emotional. Same thing with Ricky Whittle.
Yeah, for sure.
Which guy was that?
Shadow.
Shadow
American
Moon?
Gods.
Oh, he was in the show.
No.
When is that
No.
coming back on?
Oh, you mean
Who
in
knows?
American Gods? You
Yeah.
didn't like
There's problems with the second season. I don't even know.
that sucks.
It does suck. I'll watch Mad Sweeney though.
Yeah, he was good.
He's
Make
great.
They'll make a spinoff.
Yeah.
So, did you guys answer my question that I asked over the phone line?
Not yet.
No.
We had already answered a question.
Okay.
How did they didn't know it was you though? You just spoiled it.
Yeah.
We just thought it was some
We've
other
got
guy.
some more questions for Ask Alan. We're gonna pool them in probably next month. Well, it's getting. I would like to say thank you for people that are calling in. It's hard to get people to call, take time. Anybody that listens, Corey number 2, Josh, Ian, any of you guys, you can call the number anytime. It's not like a live number. You can
It's
call.
not going to ring in the middle of the
and
night.
leave a message. Actually, it rings to my phone
Oh, does it?
as well. Yeah. So don't do that.
Well, you
call
leave it in the
anytime.
kitchen. It's not like you're gonna. When is
So
your
just-
phone on? Like the ringer wise.
So the number is 657-215-5739, and you can call it anytime and leave a message, and you can address it just to Alan, you can address it to all of us, you can do whatever you want, and we will answer it as long as it's not some hate-filled
Piece of garbage.
yeah. But even then, we'll probably play it on the
So
podcast.
look at this piece of garbage.
Yeah. So can you guys believe that Comic-Con tickets go on sale this Saturday?
That's crazy.
No.
Time flies.
You're right. I need to log in. I haven't logged in
It's
yet.
been like 4 months.
What time do you
since
work on
Comic-Con.
Saturday?
Saturday, I believe I close. Oh yeah, I do close. I
Okay,
work one
so you
close.
just have to log in between 8 and 8:59, and then wait for your name to be drawn.
Yeah.
So you can try for
So
yourself.
You just watch a spinning dot for an
Yeah.
hour.
Don't refresh
Have
it.
fun.
What do I do? So I log in and
You
You
go
wait.
into your email.
You go into a virtual waiting room.
Yeah, you go into a
Okay.
waiting room, and they'll
And
pull people out
The
randomly.
waiting room is basically a dot spinning saying, if the dot's spinning, you're still good. And then it gives you like updates like, hey, things are going slow, or
You can register
4-day
yourself
tickets are half gone.
and up to 3 people. So you can log in, Corey can log in, Brian's logging in, Alan's logging in, and you guys can all try to help each other get tickets.
okay.
I got approved for pro, so
Hell yeah.
I don't have to worry about it. And Katrina gets a pass through me, so she doesn't need to worry about it. But
Yay.
tickets are $291 for 4-day plus preview night.
It's a little bit more
So
than
crazy.
last year, but still.
Yeah. You went for the first time for all day. It's worth it, huh?
Oh, it was great, dude.
Yeah.
So worth it.
Yeah.
That was
So,
a blast.
I would, even if you only get a couple days, it's worth just going, because even if you get 1 day, then next year you can get into returning registration, which gives you 2 chances to get tickets instead of just 1.
Oh, shit.
I'll definitely, if I get the opportunity to, I would definitely.
Just log in on Saturday. Yeah.
What's nice is like no matter what, I'd be able to do it because
You have a computer, right?
Yeah.
How are you logging
I have
in?
a badass
Phone.
gaming computer, son.
You can't do it on a phone.
Oh.
Mo-
Whoops.
mobile,
Nerd.
Yeah.
mobile,
You got to find a computer.
mobile things don't work.
Okay.
I don't know if you need to go to the library
Hey,
Yeah.
or
hey, maybe we can just double log in, open up 2 tabs
You
or
can't.
something. You can't do
it's
that.
supposed to be one
IP address.
IP address.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you're gonna have to try to figure it out. Do you have a laptop? Well, there you go.
Boom.
Boom.
Ooh. Sleeping on the couch, son.
That's
Whose couch is it?
It's my couch.
You gotta you gotta pay a service fee to sleep on the couch. Yeah, but it's crazy because it's November, and it's not till July. Like, that's nuts.
Shit be crazy.
What I think is crazy is registration is in November. Okay, well, hotels aren't until April. I mean, don't you think if you get tickets, you want to know if you get a hotel room?
Shit's ass backwards.
Oh, dude, I forgot to get a hotel room for the wedding.
Yeah, you
Whoops.
need to do that. Are you guys doing that?
Do that on
Any
Friday.
hotel room?
Oh, we're all going partying downtown afterwards.
No, we don't party that hard, dog.
Nerd.
You used to. You used to not suck.
Fucking never went out partying and stayed in a hotel room. Ever.
Well, you just drive home drunk?
No. You
Or-
don't do that either.
Yeah.
There's other options.
Uber.
Yeah.
I just Uber home. Katrina's in the wedding party, but it was only $90 for a hotel room, so it was
Including taxes.
pretty damn affordable. Otherwise, it would have been a little rough.
I still need to book a parking spot.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
I do.
So, Murder Falcon. What are we at?
You're at 35.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Murder Falcon from Daniel Warren Johnson of Extremity fame and Space Mullet came out with a new book, and it is super cheesy and way over the top, but it's basically like these monsters are coming through a different portal from a different dimension, and this guy is like super depressed, and this being from another dimension picks him to help him fight these things. And he has to do it by playing metal on his guitar. And while he's playing metal, it gives this creature power. And then, like, afterwards, they go drink a bunch of bad beer. Like, it is like 80s comic, over the top.
That's so great.
Like, it knows what it is. It's not trying to be
It's
like...
just fun?
Yeah, it's just fun.
Good.
And I enjoyed it. I think... most people will enjoy it. The first printing sold out. It's going to second printing already.
Well, at least you got a first printing.
Yeah,
And I
but
added it to your
that's not
list.
even the regular cover though.
It's not?
That's a variant cover. I need the regular cover. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's lucky.
So when we were in Florida, they had this thing called the Walking Dead Day, and they released blind bags for key issues for like 15 different issues: 1, 2, 19, 27, 49, 100, 102. 97, a bunch of key issues. Those are just the ones I'm spitting out because, and they had several different covers, and then they had these things called virgin covers, which are the regular covers, but there's no print on them. And then they had sketch covers, and then had variant color covers, and they were like $3 a piece. And we were in Florida, so I didn't get to go get any. And we were before the escape room on Sunday. We went to the comic book store, and I picked up my books and
Realize the things that we didn't have on the pull list.
Went down the street to another place, and they still had blind bags except for 100, which I was kind of pissed about because that's the first appearance of Negan, and there were some cool Negan covers. And I picked up like 12 issues. I spent like $40. It wasn't like a ton of money. Mm-hmm. And I got some really cool covers. There's this really cool cover of Abraham looking up through the sky, and there's an arrow through his eye.
Ooh.
I got a black and white one like that, but then I got one that's the only color is his mustache and his hair. But I can't remember what the first appearance of Jesus was. I wish I would have got it because there's one of Jesus, and he's got like one of those, have you seen the old school like Renaissance paintings of Jesus where he's got the two fingers up and he's got the half halo?
Yeah.
Like those painted halos. There's a picture of Jesus on the cover like that, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't buy any of the Jesus ones.
I asked you if you wanted to look at the numbers. You're like, no.
I can always buy some online.
Yeah.
But I got some of 27, which is the first appearance of the governor. And it's him sitting, and he's looking at all his heads. Mm-hmm. And then I got 19, which is the first appearance of Michonne. I got some issues of 1 and 2. I got a couple doubles, but I had to pick up a couple. I mean, I was in Florida when they came out, so I was kind of pissed. I was going to look for a comic book store, but I'm like, do I want to go buy 20, 30 comics and bring them back with me?
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to empty out some of our bags when we came back because we were 4 pounds over the limit, and they were going to charge us $75.
Jeez.
We just shove it around.
Put some in your carry-on.
Yeah.
No, I just put it in another bag that was lighter.
It had a little bit of room. Yeah.
Heavy bags, man.
Yeah. Andrew Lincoln's gone.
Oh,
that's
so sad.
Yeah. What do you have, Corey?
I was just going to talk about BlizzCon.
Okay.
You know what BlizzCon is, right?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
of course. I heard they pulled an announcement for Diablo 4.
I was reading like some of it. I didn't know it blew up as much as it did. It's just funny, like, even so, like Activision stock went down a little bit, but the setup is so funny that BlizzCon. I don't think it happens every year because I know they skip some years, but they usually make some pretty big announcements. And the fans of Blizzard games are so hardcore PC that when they had a stage, they had a presentation for 2 hours or whatnot, and they're showing off the new games and like some stuff that's cool. They remastered Warcraft 3, like HD and everything that have in Battle.net come back and stuff.
They need to remaster Diablo 2.
That would have been cool too. It would have been better than what they did.
Yeah.
So you know what they announced?
Oh wait, what? Diablo 1?
No, they
already did that, right?
So I think I don't follow it, but they've been teasing that like something Diablo related is going to be announced there. People are like, oh fuck yeah, Diablo 4, and like it's coming, we can feel it. I think everybody got super excited, and they announced a fucking cell phone Diablo game. Diablo.
A cell phone
That's a
game.
slap in the face.
Yeah, Overture. And
That sucks.
legitimately at BlizzCon, people pay Comic-Con prices to get in. They got like booze at their press conference.
They waited for that kind of platform to announce a cell phone game.
Yeah, and they completely misjudged the market.
And Warcraft Reforged, right?
Yeah, that was the remake of 3. But and what's funny, the game doesn't look half bad. Apparently, it's like a reskin of another game that was a clone of Diablo anyway. But it was just funny. I was watching clips. I read a headline about people like were mad. I was like, okay, people
Is
just
that like
overreacting.
a new Fallout game's coming, but it's online?
Or like
Although, granted, that game still looked awesome, but when you got, it'd be like Fallout's coming, and it's a cell phone game. Which,
well, they did the same
Shelter.
thing with the Elder Scrolls game. They were like, oh, they teased Elder Scrolls 6, and it's like, oh, you're not going to get Elder Scrolls 6 until next-gen console, but here's this Elder Scrolls phone game, and people weren't half mad about it. But it's still disappointing.
If they did that at E3 with as journalists, it's one thing. So they did it to PC fans, like everybody who plays Blizzard games. They were playing Overwatch, a fucking hardcore PC bro, you know.
Yeah.
But people who got up was asking, they were asking like questions. You know, like, you get a line of panelists, and panelists like, "Is this an April Fool's joke gone wrong?" And the crowd starts cheering that guy. And there's a couple of those where people like.
They were really trying to see if it was a joke.
Yeah, and do you have any plans for Diablo 4? Like, no, boo. But they said they are working on multiple Diablo titles, multiple teams. But all they had to do was, like, show off basically what they did for the new Elder Scrolls. They show off, like, a fucking
Tiny little
fake
scene.
little CG thing that says coming.
Yeah.
You put 5 years from now.
Well, what the fuck do you expect? There's been 3 Diablo games in 20 years?
I know, but I can't feel like the groundswell. I don't know how much they were teasing a new Diablo game or what the hell leaked out.
And I don't think they want to take a step back. Like Diablo 1, did you play it at all, Anthony?
No.
I played the shit out of Diablo 1, and it was awesome. And I played Diablo 2.
See, I played the shit out of Diablo 2, and it was great.
Excellent. And Diablo 3 was good, but it was not as good as 2.
Apparently, I hear it was way too easy.
Yeah, I know it was.
I think the challenge of that game was weird because they ramped up. You're supposed to beat it multiple times. And
the boss fights in Diablo 3 were awesome, though. There were some really cool boss fights.
I had a fun time playing that game.
Yeah, it was fun. Diablo 2 is the best one, but you want to progressively get better. You don't want to take a step back.
Yeah. I feel the same. Like, I played only a quarter of.
What's on your shirt?
I don't know.
Does it say
It's a
Expo?
free Comic-Con shirt one thing.
Oh.
I played like a quarter of.
Now that shirt's going to cost you $291.
Yeah. Of StarCraft 2.
Big
Yeah.
fan.
But that game, nothing could ever live up to StarCraft 1, or
No.
like for my mind. But same thing with Warcraft. Warcraft 2 was fucking epic.
Warcraft 2 is excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But 3's fucking good too. So.
I feel like 3 got a little
And what,
a little more complicated
yeah. But
with heroes and
Yeah. One thing that may have pissed off people, I don't think to a lesser extent, is they have no plans to make Warcraft 4 because World of Warcraft's still ongoing. And it's basically continuing the storyline like years and years and years. It's just expanding like the timeline. If they ever made a 4, I don't know what they do, jump ahead or jump backwards. But they said they have no plan to make a new Warcraft.
lame.
So, I mean, when WoW shuts down, maybe. But
How many players still play?
enough they still make money. And that'll keep going for a while.
I still know people that play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean,
It's weird.
it's still, out of all the MMOs out there, I mean, it's still got to be top 5. I'm sure people
It's
play that.
still top 3.
Is it the Walking Dead
that Final
of
Fantasy.
MMOs?
Yeah.
It's like it's lost a ton of people, but it's still got like a shitload of people that play.
Yeah.
I played so much. It could be really fun. I mean, but it's a time thing because every time a new expansion comes out, you start this grind all over again.
I can't remember what number 1 is, but World of Warcraft is number 2. Elder Scrolls Online is number 3. I can't.
Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn.
Yes, yeah, it is Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is number 1. World of Warcraft's number 2, and then Elder Scrolls is number 3.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I'm sure there's some free to play Japanese online.
So, well, then there's Tor. Tor was freaking badass. I played Tor for a short amount of time. The Old Republic, the Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
One, which is really good. Elder Scrolls Online is still my favorite, but it's just because I never could get into like the World of Warcraft like lore or anything like that. I never liked it.
I can see that.
Not into that shit.
Bring it up.
But I played Final Fantasy for a little bit, but it's just not my deal.
Yeah. Yay.
I played Final Fantasy 11 for probably like 500 or 600 hours.
I know.
I didn't play this newest one. I got it because it was like on sale for like $15.
You bought it before Realm Reborn, though, right? Because they completely had like relaunched it and refixed.
No, I bought it a while after it had been out.
Okay, because it officially was rebranded. And everything. I don't know what you had.
You want to hear something funny?
Sure.
So we all know who Ryan Ottley is.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Are you serious?
You invented Ottley Pops?
You've never had an Ottley Pop.
I don't know what an Ottley Pop is. No.
Wow.
Well, what the fuck's an Ottley Pop?
Who brought this guy?
What is it?
It's only the best fucking candy that's ever been made.
Okay. Enlighten me.
It's like
Bro,
a lollipop that every few layers has a different kind of candy. Like after the first kind of layer, it's almost like a jawbreaker, but it's on a stick. Once you get past the first layer, there's like Pop Rocks, and it pops as you lick it. And then there's another layer, and it's different flavors. No, fucking Ryan Ottley's the guy that's the artist for Invincible.
Oh, word. Oh, I think did I meet him at
Yes.
Comic-Con? Yeah, okay.
There's no such thing as Ottley Pops.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways, so this guy puts a fucking picture on Twitter today that says I'm invincible,
And he's got this
and he's got
sweater
this
on.
sweater on, and it's a sweater, and it's invincible. It's an invincible costume. They make it for everything: Spider-Man, Deadpool, whatever.
Okay.
And everybody's like, "Oh my god, where did you get that sweater? Where's that sweater? How did you get that sweater?" And he's like, "Skybound sent it to me."
Oh,
And
no.
they're like, Sean is like,
Shut up, Ryan.
"There's been no official release for this," and I'm like, "Oh."
Poor Sean.
Did he leak this? He's like, no, it's a bootleg. And I'm like, damn bootleggers. Like, but you know, that's just like they send him a prototype or like an early edition of it, and it's going to go on sale, and they're going to sell the shit out of that sweater.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Because I want one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was just funny that he leaked it. And
Sounds
not
like
that
a purposeful leak.
not like,
No,
I don't
don't think so. He's goofy as shit.
There's a picture of Kirkman, Ottley, and
Corey Walker.
Corey Walker, who are all invincible people at a comic book convention in Lucca, Italy, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are living the dream, writing
Sean
comics,
drew
drawing comics, and
Corey a picture. I like that one of Wolverine, and
I don't know if I saw that
it was funny.
in Lucca, Italy.
How nice.
Yeah,
Traveling together.
that'd be fun. Maybe this podcast needs to go to Lucca, Italy.
Yeah.
Who's bankrolling that flight ticket?
Skybound.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll cover the convention.
I'll be their
Cover all the
slave
conventions.
at their booth.
Hey, so how much of Red Dead have you played?
0.
Oh man.
No, like how many minutes?
0.
0. I'm almost done with Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
It's like
How many have you played
I played for like the past
today?
24 hours.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was great.
Yeah,
And I already caught up to Corey.
yeah. You
Yeah.
caught up to Corey
Yeah.
instead of fucking watching goddamn Walking Dead.
I can't watch it. I
not
don't.
his fault. You want to let him over.
I tried. Yeah. I tried to download it, but
Do I have to reread the text messages? No,
I just
I
heard Katrina said no.
bought it and had buyer's remorse kind of because I still have to beat Spider-Man. I've been playing Spider-Man a lot more because I
And
was
then
like,
Fallout comes
I was
out.
like, I bet you there's going to be a deal on it on Black Friday. There's not. So
I got the best deal out of anybody.
It's
yeah,
free.
It's free.
No, I got it for $20.
That's not the best deal then.
That's the best deal you'll get for the next fucking 4 years, probably.
I don't know. I got God of War for $10.
That's true.
But so did
But
Anthony.
Yeah, technically.
That's the one you need to play. That game's amazing, but I think you'll really like Red Dead. The total immersion in that game is incredible.
I don't know. Corey said it's too slow for me, and I said I just fucking played Detroit Become Human. It's the slowest goddamn game
No,
you ever
Anthony
played.
felt
I don't
that-
know. I feel like I keep wanting to move faster than is possible for that game, but it's just because
the
it's so realistic that you can't move faster than a
I'm gonna go from playing to Spider-Man who fucking flies through New
Oh,
York
you're gonna
to
feel
playing
it
like
too.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it.
yeah, that's fine. I don't
Aren't
mind.
you gonna do your beta for
But you
Fallout?
felt the whole prologue was a little
I'm
too
not
long with the.
around. with the
Yeah.
windows.
So you start off in like this snowy area, and it was so fucking annoying. I've never played a game where there's a snowy area that was good. Even in The Last of Us, I fucking hated that area. Any snowy level sucks ass.
I'm trying to think.
Like, God of War had a couple, like you on top of the mountaintop and there's.
What about
Yeah,
the what
and
about
that
the
sucked.
mountain
What
in
was
Final
wrong with
Fantasy
that?
X?
What?
Yeah, fuck that mountain. That mountain sucked. When you
Anthony
have
does
to.
not like
That was
snow.
Seymour on the mountain, huh?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was the
Seymour,
worst
and then you
fight.
have to fight Unalesca and her 4 forms or whatever.
But you get to fucking show Kamari's friends.
I did
door.
love that.
Yeah.
That when you get to
You know what's
kick
funny?
the shit out of those
In the
other
Final
Ronso.
Fantasy X strategy guide, when you're fighting Seymour, it says it takes a bit of luck. What kind of fucking strategy guide says it's kind of luck?
That's fucked
One
up.
that doesn't understand
I
what you need
beat
to do.
Lady Unalesca my first try.
Oh, you bastard.
First try.
I gave up on that point in my playthrough on the PS3. I own that game on PS3 and PS4, and that was the point that I stopped because I was getting so fucking mad. You know when you get to the point where you've been playing video games all night and you just can't progress any further, and then you like go to sleep and you wake up and you beat it like your first try the next day?
Yeah.
I feel like I was just at that point, but I was too angry, and I gave up on that one.
Last time I started playing it, I was waiting for a game to come out, so I got the remastered version, and I went through the game and I spent way too much time in areas I shouldn't have. So I was just like, I was so strong that I was just wrecking people. And then I spent a ton of time in the comp plains before I went up on the mountain.
Yeah.
And leveled up there facing those chimeras or whatever they were. Mm-hmm. And then I stopped playing because whatever game I wanted came out.
Well, there's a lot of cool stuff you can find in the Comlands. There's that one.
Yojimbo.
Yeah, Yojimbo.
Yeah.
And then there's another spot too, where there's like the challenges. I can't remember what it is. I think you have to kill a bunch of. Man, this like part of the game has totally escaped me. But it's like you have to do all these challenges and fight all these specific enemies in order to get certain weapons. I think you get somebody's ultimate there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that area was really hard. It's basically just a giant grind fest. But that area of the game is really fun.
Where's Final Fantasy VII?
I saw something on that today, and there was a link, and it said, people remaking Final Fantasy VII are talking about remaking other games, and everybody's like, fucking just finish the one you're working on now.
Yeah, it's been a hard minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Red Dead 2's come out, and in that whole time, I don't know if it's going to live up to expectations.
Probably not.
I'm worried about Kingdom Hearts 3 not being as good as everybody has hoped it is going to be.
I think it's going to be kind of rough on you because they're going to go into lands that like Tangled.
Yeah.
That's a huge land.
Toy Story.
I'm okay with that.
I think it's going to have passed you by. I think you're going to be too old for it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Until you get to the storyline and just confuse anybody who's not freaking 18.
Who's Aqua?
And why is his Heartless a Heartful? And he's got two alternate forms. One's the brother of this Heartless, and his soulmate is the shadow form of Kira.
Yeah, once they start getting into extended universe Kingdom Hearts, all these kids are not going to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Probably not. But when they're going through it and they're like, oh, Tangled, or oh, Frozen.
That's what that's going to
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Elsa.
Well,
A
I've
new
already
generation.
they've already showed screenshots of the Tangled one.
Yeah, I'm hoping for like a Wreck-It Ralph level, but what I'm really hoping for is a Star Wars level, because I feel like that'd be a huge missed opportunity if they didn't do something Star Wars related and have a lightsaber keyblade of some sort.
That'd be sick.
That was why that was
in there. They should have already announced that shit.
I don't think they will. That was my speculation on why they took so long.
Do you put a Marvel one in then?
I mean, I think
Where
it's
do you
too
draw
late
the
for
line?
that.
They've owned Marvel longer than they've owned Star Wars.
That's
Have they?
true.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know where you draw the line. I don't know if it fits with thematically.
Maybe not.
Uh,
But either way, is my dog okay?
Yeah, she's good.
itching her face.
Okay, I just heard her hit the ground kind of hard. Has she had her medicine today?
She has.
Okay.
She's just doing that like stomping thing.
That
with
cracks
her
me up
front
when
paw.
she does that.
Oh yeah, she was trying to square up with me. I was like, "What, Brent? What?" She was doing that.
I think I'm going to wrap a guinea pig in a box for you for Christmas.
Oh my god, guinea pigs are stupid animals. I don't know why anybody has guinea pigs.
Yeah, you're just bitter because your fucking ex-girlfriend had him.
Yeah, and she was a bitch. But I actually told her about the guinea pig, and she was like, "How do they die? I've had my 3 for like so long, and this and that." And I was like,
They
"I
only
don't-"
live 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, Gabby. It's not.
I'm sorry. I'll take my brother who works in a vet's office other than over somebody that's has guinea pigs.
And kind of looks like a guinea pig.
Now you're just trying to.
I'm hurtful. I don't care.
She used to listen to this.
Yeah,
Used
I hope
to.
she still does.
She doesn't.
No.
She doesn't.
Oh.
What? What do
Nothing.
you see?
Nothing.
Oh.
What?
Game one, listener,
Who?
my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other day and Ottley, and we were talking. while you
Good.
were doing the podcast.
Nobody playing Gloomhaven.
Excellent.
Or whatever you need.
Are we playing again on Friday?
Yay!
Sweet. Yeah. I know you want to play right now. Okay, we'll get on because you have the storyline for your guy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. We didn't play for like 3 or 4 weeks because we were just stuff was going on. We were doing the Halloween episode, then we were gone 2 weeks.
I wish I could play with you guys.
I wasn't even gonna let Corey play with us.
Yeah,
I bought it for Katrina and I because I wanted us to have a game, but Corey's like, "Oh, let me play. I want to play so bad." No, what it is you're never enthusiastic about anything. You're just so.
I was like, I looked it up.
yeah,
Like,
and you
dude,
really want to play this.
It's like a tactical
But
RPG.
Trying to find 4 people with 4 different schedules to meet on the same time.
Like
It's a
our
pain in the
Risk
ass.
Legacy game.
Like our Risk
I can
Legacy.
play every Friday night. I'm just off at 9.
Yeah, that's close.
Not horrible.
You guys are gonna stay up late playing it anyways.
That's true.
You could wait a half hour for me to get here.
Not the way Robert likes to play.
No,
You're taking too long.
if you got to get it cleared by the group,
I mean, half of them's here, right?
we're all here.
Yeah, boom. What's up, guys? I'm trying to get in on this.
It'd be kind of.
Let me just say
I love playing Pathfinder.
that to
This
step
is a
out
lot
of this.
different.
I had no say over who plays.
Yeah, you're right.
Not to step out. I mean, I did not. I couldn't have invited
Well,
BB or nobody.
what do you work this Friday?
1 to close. 1 to
Have-
9.
Have you ever sat in and watched us play?
No.
Okay. Well, how about you come over this Friday night and you watch us play
Okay.
and see if it's
and
even
you
be
sit
something
there
you're
and you
interested
don't
in.
say anything.
Yeah, you can't talk while we're playing.
Now I know how BB feels.
No, she chooses. She chooses not to talk.
She talks to me.
Well, you live together.
Ah, true. I am not the most talkative person at times, though.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I invite you on the podcast.
Yeah, so you can make fun of me, and then I don't say anything.
No, you can. If you listen to past episodes, you can start to tell where Anthony starts to get butthurt.
What?
It's funny.
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, you just can listen to past episodes he's on. You can hear it. It's the same thing. Like if Anthony and James and I hang out, it's just so easy to get you to just. He's Vic.
Oh,
Vic.
oh man.
I don't know who Vic is. I don't know if
You
I.
don't want to be a Vic.
You're a Vic.
Fuck.
See, it's already working.
Well, it's not fair when you have 2 older brothers who, when they're together, know exactly what to say and when to say it.
Yeah,
It's not. You guys
how it
have an
works.
unfair advantage.
Do you guys do that to Justin?
No, we're not that. We're not like that.
No, you're full
We
brothers.
don't play mind games like that. Yeah, we're real brothers.
Well, Anthony and James are real brothers.
Yeah, they're tight.
I don't have any. I have all fake brothers and sisters.
You
It
have
hurts.
sisters?
A fake one.
One?
Yeah.
Or sisters?
Brittany.
You said, I heard plural.
You hear things strangely. You speak strangely.
Yes.
This is true.
I could go back. We could play it back. You want to play it back?
Yes.
Go ahead and listen to it. I'm going to cut the S off even if I said it. This whole thing here is me, and I can make myself sound any way I want.
I'm sure you do.
Just like they, on 4 Guys at a Table, they made Kendall they cut it to where he said really terrible things about himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think you have that kind of enthusiasm to recut everybody's words.
I could.
Like clip and paste.
I've
and
cut
copy.
I've cut you to make you look stupid.
Yeah, the cut, but then
It's
the
messed up.
copy paste.
It's not that hard.
Depending on what
When
I
you say footage, it's really easy to make you look stupid.
you didn't have to copy paste anything.
No. So what's going on, Katrina? You haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm distracted by the TV.
Yeah, it's election night.
No, the only thing I saw is today they had a news break on a Breaking Bad movie that Vincent Gilligan's writing and
It's
directing.
gonna have Rick Grimes in it.
Yep.
No
Russell.
way. Who's he gonna play?
It's crossover.
Rick Grimes. He's gonna play Rick Grimes. He's gonna play Andrew Lincoln.
And they're rebooting Shrek.
I heard that too.
But not rebooting, more like they're going to keep the same voice actors and just keep going with it. So I was confused as to how that's a reboot.
Yeah, that's
So-
weird.
Mike Myers and Antonio Banderas and
Maybe the reboot's not the correct term. Revamp.
that. I mean, that was the headline, was reboot in the works, and I was like, oh. And then
Oh, reboot with all the same
with
characters.
3 of the same voice actors, and I don't remember who the third one was. I don't think it was Eddie Murphy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was.
Did you guys watch Venom?
No, not yet.
No.
Oh, it was awesome.
I think
I've
you're
heard a
maybe
lot-
the only
anyway.
Yeah, I've
person
heard a
that
lot
said
of
that.
mixed reviews.
So here's the thing. I didn't go into it trying to nitpick it and think, oh, well, I know everything about Venom, so I'm going to pick the fucking movie apart. I went into it to see a badass movie of Venom kicking some ass, and that's what I got. And I thought it was a pretty cool movie. I don't know dick about Venom's backstory, so
I got that feeling when we watched Arthur. What was that Guy Ritchie movie? Sword in the Stone?
Oh, King Arthur.
King Arthur. Yeah, I did. I like Guy Ritchie, and I went in not expecting anything because everybody shit on it so much. Or
I
shat
liked
on it.
it.
I liked it.
yeah, and I like to formulate my own opinion about movies because most people I meet have shitty taste in movies. And I mean, I for one liked the movie Batman versus Superman, which nobody else seems to like. But
There was like a good 8 minutes in that movie.
yeah, it was all right.
I gave it a B.
Yeah, see, not a bad movie.
in Robert's fashion.
Yeah.
Not a bad
Everything's a
movie.
B.
There's movies that are like okay, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
I want to see that.
So do
really
I.
bad.
And it's like split. Like half the people are saying it's bad, half the people are saying it's good. But if you get a movie that comes in at like 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like okay,
Did you happen to see Mike Myers in that movie?
is he
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the last trailer, but
record exec? Is he the one behind the desk?
he's
They
the one
didn't-
with like the beard and big.
It just
aviator
didn't look like him
glasses.
at all.
Yeah, it didn't, and he has the privilege of saying they're arguing about Bohemian Rhapsody being single, and I saw a clip of it on one of the talk shows, but the clip is too long. You're not going to have any kids banging their head to this music, this Bohemian Rhapsody, but cut to Wayne's World, and he's the one banging his head.
Nice.
And I was like, that's a cool,
Full circle.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm excited for the movie.
There's a line of Queen pops that are coming out. Most of them Freddie Mercury, obviously.
Okay,
But
errors.
there's a you made me lose my train of thought. Okay, Funko releases things called Diamond Editions, and they're just basically sparkly.
Okay,
And there's one of him from Live Aid.
Live Aid.
Live Aid. He's got his hand up in the air with his shirt off and stuff, and the white pants, and it's a diamond edition, so it's all sparkly, and I want it.
nice.
I need it.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the Christmas Target ones.
Yeah, fucking.
Fucking Funko.
There's a Hagrid with the birthday cake coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Stupid Funko.
Making cereal bowls with matching spoons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope I get tickets.
Funko.
I hope I get tickets for Funko Fun Days again next year. Those parties are so fun.
They are.
Yeah, they're
Fun
a
days.
blast. Yeah,
Fun night.
fun days. Man, and everybody is just so energetic and having so much fun. And the fact that David Harbour was there and all the different people were there, it's like they bring in really cool guests and they give away really cool prizes. I'm just bummed that for fucking 5 years now I've wanted to down one of those cans of corn and they
You
never
haven't
let
been
me
able
get.
to?
No, they never let me get up
And
there.
you got Danny
You
Zuko.
can do it at home.
Who says I haven't? I train.
Yeah, you can have your own.
Dude,
fun
Well,
day.
he wants to do one for
I
a
feel
prototype.
I feel like I would smash anybody at fucking down in a can of corn,
Yeah.
dude.
Well,
Like,
anybody that I see chewing, I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, no, you just gotta
Yeah.
open the throat like you're chugging a huge beer.
Yeah.
I sense challenge.
Oh, you guys want to go? I'll bring the corn.
Who would be better down in
I will
can of
cream
corn?
you at some corn, dude. I will cream
I'll make
you.
a prototype. You guys compete for it.
You put up something of value.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be value.
This is the next podcast. Chugging some
Somebody
corn.
online posted corn on the cob butt plugs.
Makes sense.
I call them cornhole plugs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
No, but like last year I walked around Fun Days and there were people chugging corn for prototypes, but they were the 10-inch prototypes, so they're the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, those are awesome. I was like, where do I get one? They're like, oh, you got to find a social media lead. And I'm like, all right. So I'm looking around, can't find anybody. I'm like, all right. Said I couldn't do it. Girl that we know, Ariel, comes back to the table and she won a Scrooge McDuck prototype, a big one. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I chugged a can of corn. I was like, they told me I couldn't. She's like, oh, they're letting people get in line now. And I get in line and they cut the line.
That sucks.
I was like, this sucks.
That's why you gotta be persistent, man.
Yeah.
Or just have boobs, you know.
He's got them.
Maybe I'll show them next year.
Boom.
Yeah. That was a fun party,
Put some
though.
tassels on those suckers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and they take care of their own. If you're active on the boards, man, they take care of you for that. They gave pre-order codes for people that had large amounts of posts. I'm hoping now, because my thing on the board is like, I want What We Do in the Shadows pops. I want these pops. Please make them. And people are with me. They're like, yeah, we need these. We need these. But it is an obscure movie, so they're like, eh. But now that there's multiple shows coming out based on the...
So you're spearheading this
Yes.
charge.
Yeah.
You're telling me. And you've got a whole band of
Marry men.
people. Like,
Marry people.
Behind him, supporting him.
yeah, you're basically flaming the subreddit.
Well,
That's how they get ideas for lines all the time.
There's so many lines, and there's obscure lines. Why can't they put... I mean, they made Trading Places once.
Did they?
Yeah. I mean, that's not obscure. Everybody knows it. It's a classic.
Do they have any other New Zealand property lines?
They have
Lord
a
of the
Taika.
Rings.
Is that...
They have a specific Taika Waititi pop.
Okay. Then if I have a Taika, then...
I thought the Shenron pop figures were pretty badass.
I haven't seen it.
It's the big dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. There was I think there was a red and a gold one.
They have any Final Fantasy?
I don't think so. But they don't have a few different...
They don't have Nintendo.
Nintendo. I mean,
They just did Pokemon.
they have
just started-
one Pokemon.
They have Pikachu.
That's it?
Yeah.
Ooh, they're doing a slow...
Yep.
My
bet is the next three to come out are Charmander,
Slow
Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
I'll buy the Squirtle one for sure.
Squirtle. The Chase one will have sunglasses on it.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
There's a rumor that they're releasing a 10-inch Pikachu. Like last year for November to December for 5 weeks, they released a new one on Friday at midnight on Target.com. And there's a rumor that the second week this year is going to be a 10-inch Pikachu.
So I get to stay up till midnight.
Yeah.
Yay!
Because I want that one, and the rumor for the fourth week is a flocked Coca-Cola polar bear, which I'd actually like.
That's cool.
Yeah, last year we got a couple cool
Rick and
ones. We got the
Morty's.
Toxic Rick and Morty's, and we
I
got
got the Odd Job.
The Odd Job. But there was a flocked Bugs Bunny that went like instantaneously.
Eh.
They have Coming to America pops. They
So
have
weird.
Golden Girls Funko cereal. They have, the Knight Rider.
They make what they want to make.
Yeah. And if it sells, if nobody buys it, somebody's going to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm bummed that, when we took a little while off of collecting and they released A Christmas Story, and now they're vaulted, which means they don't make them anymore, so they're like a few $100 a piece. Yeah.
Man, they are printing cash.
I'm wondering if eventually they go the way of Beanie Babies, but they keep coming out with new lines and trying new things, so I doubt that it'll go that way with as rabid as the fan base is.
I think they're getting a little out there on some other things, though.
Grease.
Like the hard candy ones.
Yeah, but they'll release a line, see how it does, and if it doesn't do well, they'll cancel it. Like they had those little 3-inch figures that were kind of like boxy.
Uh-huh.
I'm interested to see. We're going up to Designer Con in a couple weeks, and they are going to have a booth. I don't think they're going to have pops, though.
They had shirts. They were showing things today. That's what I showed you when I sent it to you. The
Oh,
cereal
that was
bowls.
from-
That was from Designer Con.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So they're gonna have shirts and stuff.
But have you seen those figures that have they're the bear figures? They're like vinyl figures. They're bear heads, and they have got the ears.
Yeah.
It's
headphones?
it's a Japanese thing,
Okay.
and they're partnering. They're gonna have exclusives there for them.
They have a.
But I'm
booth
not
at
into
Comic-Con.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Designer Con should be fun.
I don't know what to expect. My tree guy's gonna be there.
Yeah, that's why we're going. Human Tree Robot.
Mm-hmm.
He does those things over there. We should wrap up shop.
Cool.
Yeah.
Boo.
All right.
Farewell to Rick Grimes.
Badoo.
Until next time, since he's not really gone.
Yeah, until end of 2019 or 2020.
2019's coming sooner than you think.
I know, man. It's a month and a half away.
You know, it's fucked up. Black Friday's in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That sucks for me.
I tried to help you get your foot in the door at the school district. You just didn't want to.
He put his
You
wang in
wanna
the
do
door
it.
and they shut it. They said wang.
The longer
Like
you
that?
stay, the longer you'll be there.
I talked to the guys at my work today about you being a substitute on your days off at my
Yeah.
work. If you want to drive a truck, they teach you.
I'd be kind of sketched out. I do smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, you're never gonna get anywhere doing that
But what
until
if
they
he just
legalize
eats
it.
it?
What?
What? You don't have to smoke it. Can you just eat it?
Don't just look at it. Eat it.
That's the slogan. How'd you know?
Yeah. Because unfortunately, like federal and state jobs still test for that.
That's bullshit.
Until they can find a test that they can test you more accurately, they're never gonna. It's never gonna be okay.
Not until everybody who believes in reefer madness dies off.
Yeah, you got a while.
We got a ways.
Yeah.
No, they're getting there. Canada, it's legal 100% everywhere now.
Yeah.
Oh, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh? Wow.
Nationwide.
Really progressive up there.
They were talking about it on Rogan how people were they have weed machines in Vegas now and people are like breaking into them and stealing the weed out of them.
Yeah.
So funny.
Really? Like old cigarette machines, but
Yeah.
They have them in Colorado too.
That's-
You could buy a pack of joints like a pack of cigarettes. in
Really?
Colorado.
It'll be that way here eventually too.
How do those work for carding? Like,
What do you mean? You have to be over 21. That's it.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
how do
alcohol.
they-
is it an honor system? Yeah, I swear. Or do you scan your driver's license or something? I don't know.
I wonder if the new driver's license have your age hooked up into the
Coding.
coding on it.
You might have to swipe, or I don't.
If they have a barcode.
Yeah, because that's
Maybe
the thing.
maybe
You can't go buy beer in a vending machine.
Yeah, Target swipes
Yeah,
my
but-
ID card all the time now for
How do old
medicine
cigarette
or
machines work?
alcohol.
I've seen-
well,
Vegas,
there's
too.
still cigarette machines in casinos.
Yeah.
I bought a pack of cigarettes when I smoked cigarettes. I bought a pack of cigarettes
Does
for
that
like
ask you
$12,
age or anything?
and I don't remember. I wish I did, but I think
But
it's
cigarettes are 18 here. They weren't 21.
not anymore. It's
It's
you gotta
21
be
now.
No, it's
21.
21.
But
Good.
Not when he started.
yeah, that's true.
When he started, he wasn't old
I
enough
was
to smoke.
15. I smoked.
That's
from
so
when-
weird.
I smoked from when I was 15 to when I was 21.
That's so weird. It's such a weird habit. It's so weird here too because you don't like when we were in New York, you'd see just fucking huge groups of people on
Plumes
the
of
street just
smoke.
smoking. And I'm like,
Yeah,
It's so
What?
cold over
Or
there.
San Francisco.
It's
They're
staying
really big about
warm.
their smoke breaks.
I used to take a break every 2 hours is what I was allowed to take at Best Buy when I smoked cigarettes. Work for 2 hours.
When they come
Take
here and
a
see a group
8-minute
of people
break
eating
and-
guacamole together,
guacamole's awesome.
eating avocados. What the fuck?
Guacamole's awesome.
I love when people are like, guacamole's extra or avocado's extra. I'm like, dude, I will always fucking pay extra for avocado or guacamole.
You got Chipotle.
You're
a lot?
telling the wrong guy. I don't give a shit.
Before we went to do the escape room this last Sunday, we put our name in at Kura Sushi. They have an app where you can put your name in. And
I was like, oh, I'm not going to do it till later.
yeah, I've never. You said that too. You're like, oh, we should be fine. I've never waited more than an hour on the app, hour and a half. So I put it in, and it says approximate wait time 183 minutes.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
Said, screw that noise.
No, I left it in.
But you didn't go.
We did.
We did.
It
You
ended up.
waited 3 hours.
No.
We
Oh.
went and did other stuff. I mean, you don't have to stay there.
I mean, how long did you wait?
We probably waited 40 minutes once we got there.
Okay.
We parked in the parking lot. We said, hey, if it gets too close, we'll just eat at a different restaurant in the parking lot. But no, it was like 2 hours. We got in at like 2. Escape room was at 3:30.
Yeah, we played in time.
Yeah, got out of it. It's like 8-0 now, 7 or 8-0.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
It was weird.
There was footsteps walking through there, and the amount of footsteps per thing opened up a box that was covered in blood.
What do you mean the amount of footsteps?
It had a
An
it
amount
was like
of
it would walk
footsteps.
and then it would stop.
Oh, that was
It would
the
walk.
password,
It would
basically.
stop. Yeah, one of
Who
them.
figured that one out?
I did actually.
Really? You said everybody stop and listen.
Yes, they were being fucking loud, and I was like, "Shut up! I'm trying to listen to this."
I was trying to go in the
little more
opposite
rude.
direction of everybody else and just kind of be in the area where there was nobody.
Well, that's not very good
there was
teamwork.
a side room you go into, and we were it was a really small room. We were trying to do this, and Brian's trying to figure something out, and something bangs on this
Scare the shit
this
out of him?
door, and it says "knock knock, please help me" on it. And there was a lock on it, but it was not part of the puzzle. It was just to freak people out.
That's awesome.
And then there was another part where you have to write these symbols on the wall, and as soon as you're done writing them on the wall slides back, and there's a dead body. There's like a skeleton behind it. Yeah,
That's fucking cool.
yeah. Well, what it was twin sisters and one of the sisters' boyfriends, and one of the sisters disappeared, and then the boyfriend disappeared, and then the other sister hung herself in that room.
And you figured out the mystery?
Yeah.
What was the mystery? I mean, it's not a movie.
That the boyfriend had slept with the other sister and got her pregnant.
And killed her.
Yeah.
And then her sister found out and she killed her husband
And then killed herself?
and then killed herself. And then anybody who was going into the house, they were taking their souls.
Yeah.
Sounds like something happens all the time.
Yeah. There's a bunch of little baby heads in there and like
Yeah.
Real?
when we were trying to get out, like there was pictures hanging on the walls. They all fell off the walls and stuff.
That's nice.
It was pretty cool. This place is very theatrical. It's pretty neat.
I think the setup time for that is.
It probably
crazy.
takes some time.
Well, we were there early and they were ready for us.
I mean, it just means the people before us, they didn't book the one before us then.
That's true.
We got to go.
Okay.
We'll be back next week. I don't know who's going to be on. We're going to do a review on a movie called, what was it called?
Let's see.
Prospect. With Pablo Pascal. And we'll probably watch that this week and discuss it next week. Hopefully. It looks like an interesting movie. Like a sci-fi horror. It's called Prospect?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're correct.
And at some point coming soon, I'm challenging you guys to chugging a can of corn.
Corey's not going to chug a can of corn.
He's not going to do anything.
You're not going to chug a fucking can of corn?
He doesn't
No, I'm the
participate.
one who instigated this challenge. I'm
Yeah.
fucking competing.
Yeah, I'm challenging you, and Alan on the pot. This is official.
Can't.
He can't.
You can't? Okay.
No.
He's on a
Strict diet.
A strict diet right now.
Yeah. He's not allowed to get cornholed.
Like for realsies.
Yeah,
I'm trying really hard not to use a word that I'm not supposed to use, but I still challenge you guys. And if you guys don't, you guys are bitches.
Uh-oh.
You can't call me fucking anything
He just
Why?
did.
because you can't.
I just did.
I specifically, out of all my friends, and I'm calling you a friend right here, not a brother,
Uh-oh.
I was like, Anthony will have good insight on these episodes. I know he'll have watched them, and you didn't. You let me down.
Oh, that hit.
Yeah.
That
So
hit
don't
pretty
you come
hard.
calling me names when you didn't, you're not up to snuff.
Well,
With that said, I will fucking smash you. Smash you with corn. You're going to be fucking coughing up corn when I'm already done.
challenge accepted.
We'll do it on video.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Put it on the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll put it on the Patreon.
I still need to put Robert Ninja Warrior on there.
Okay. Yeah, and Robert Ninja Warrior. But that'll be this week's episode, and we'll be back next week.
Boom.